why did it take
that's
many
the
people?
thing. What be fucked up too is like they go murk a motherfucker and then just get like paid without leave, and it's like, yo, you getting paid to take niggas off the earth? Weird as fuck.
And like even I be watching like a lot of like Criminal Minds and shit, and they be saying like suicide by cop. That's not a thing. It's murder. There's no such thing.
Okay, I ain't gonna hold it to you. I'm confused. Like, what's suicide by a cop?
There's no. It's not a thing. It doesn't exist. And you're trying to rationalize. That's what they call it. Like suicide by cop, when they think that if a suspect or whatever threatens them, that they have they're pretty much.
Oh, they call that suicide.
They're saying that they want them to kill them. It's like, what are you talking about?
I never heard that.
You've never heard of that?
Word, nah.
Yeah, no, that's a real thing, like suicide by cop. Yeah.
So they could put that shit in, and then that just like motherfucking help them get over that shit. Hell no.
I don't know, but that whole concept is like, it's crazy. It makes you feel like it's okay to like murder people. But it's not. I don't. Fuck you, your badge, and whatever else you got going on. You're not God, and I don't.
The way I look at it, I don't give a fuck what race you are. If you threaten somebody or the people I care about, it's up. It don't matter.
Yes. Well, that's what like YG said. He was like, you act like your badge was given from God. That's why I gotta stay with my heat. I'm just saying because who died and made you king, and said that it was okay for certain people to murder people, and then other people, no, you're going to jail.
Yeah,
it's not adding up. The math is not mathing. Like, no, I'm not here for it.
Yeah, I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that, cause like that, I just don't like how they just change the rules so much, and it just like at a certain point, it's just like fuck it.
They made the rules. That's why I said you guys talking about like, I'm a law-abiding citizen. Fuck you.
Oh no, I'm being sarcastic. Like that's obvious. I'm not. I don't know if that's obvious, but shit, I just be playing. I just be saying what the fuck I need to say for people not to look at me crazy. Like,
Yeah, no, I don't. The law has never moved me. It wasn't made for me. Slavery was legal.
Period.
And what are you talking about? To fuck your laws. Like, no. I live by God's law, and that's it. Anything else is fuck you. And what you're talking about, I don't care.
Yeah. It'd be like, sir, do you know why you're speeding? I'm trying to make money, nigga. Damn. Worry about me.
I got places to be. People to say. I'm dead. But yeah, no.
Yeah. Man. We gonna pray, motherfucking, like, I ain't gonna hold it to you. Like, I don't know what's next, but I know something is next. I can just, like, it's in the air. So it's just like, I feel that change coming.
It's the black nuclear family. That is the revolution. The black nuclear family. And it always has been black marriages and black children. The black nuclear family. And stop relying on, a white education system to educate your children. Just stop doing it. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and expecting different results. That shit is insane. Even like, when we talk about like protests and shit, y'all just out here marching. What are you doing?
No, I ain't gonna hold it to you. I always thought I always thought protesting was weird to me, cause like, bro, that shit not doing shit. Like I understand like go fucking shit up. Like I get that side. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just be like, man, fuck it. We just gonna fuck shit up. Fuck this shit.
But we need to start going to the white neighborhoods and fucking their shit up because they have the capital to rebuild. We don't.
That is true though, cause like we do like, you know what I'm saying, like go rank our own shit. That's like,
and that's what they do. Multiple massacres where they got mad and went to the black neighborhoods and start fucking shit up.
Right, like that Buffalo shooter. Like, man.
Child, these motherfuckers is really scared because they're like, white babies are not being born at the rate that they used to be.
Really?
And they're threatened, and it's just like, well, if you wasn't so unseasoned,
baby, you get a reason, goddamn.
And like it's again what we was talking about earlier, the strong survive. And I don't believe in a God that would allow like oppression to exist just forever. Like I've never been that way. And I think that like the older generation kind of grew up in, this is just the way it is. This is the way it's gonna be.
I used to hate that shit. I'd be like, man, OG, I get what you're saying, OG, but listen, not right now. Fuck that shit.
I'm not doing it. No. What? No. Because certain things ain't gonna slide with me. You just not finna talk to me crazy. You're just not. I'm sorry. You're just not gonna talk to me crazy. Like, no. I'm not doing this. So you're gonna have to find something else, another motherfucker. But I think that that the revolution starts with black marriages, black children, and educating ourselves, our own communities, in a healthy separation from white people. That's just that.
Man, that's a nice take right there. You go hold it too.
Because we're stronger together, we're better together. And when you look at every single movement, and also relationship with God, which is like people, want to talk about the universe and all these other things, whatever. But every movement,
there's different names for God though. So.
I mean, yes, different.
I mean, God is in all things,
but you can't worship the created thing. It's the creator. The universe is the created thing.
You can see God in everything.
God is in everything, but He created everything. So to worship the creation and not worship the creator.
I don't believe you have to go to a specific building that was set by man-made creatures to.
I don't either.
So
I feel like it's just like, to me, it feel like it's something like what you said, like it's to the creator, like, cause like that's how I see it. Like, honestly, that's my root. Like, my roots is like, you know what I'm saying. I used to sing at the church. You know what I'm saying. Little church boy. You know what I'm saying. Like, I ain't gonna stunt. Like, you know what I'm saying. Out here, nah.
But when you look at every movement, every revolution in this country, it has all started in the church. They in the civil rights movement, they were meeting at churches. Before that, the abolitionist movement was a whole bunch of white people, white Christians, who started meeting at churches. It all started because I think that when, this country is so like backwards because they have this, we believe in God kind of concept and understanding, but it's not like that. Like, even my friend, she's from India, and she was like, why is it like spirituality so weird for you Americans? Because in every other country there is a baseline understanding that God is real, God exists, whatever God it is, whereas in America it's like maybe not. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, because
it benefits the economy
exactly
to cut that shit up,
right?
Exactly.
Right.
So it's like it's one of those things where we, as black people especially, don't really start tapping into God and morals and values, and not just out here fucking everybody and doing wild shit.
Standards. It's all about standards.
We'll be better off. We'd be way further along,
right,
if that was the case.
Because I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like, there's a lot of people who just need to slow down. Like, I point the finger at myself if anybody feel away, like, cause like I'm very like reflective. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I do stuff, like even like simple stuff, like I go reflect on it and be like, okay, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's not always deep. It's just like, okay, that was cool or whatever. But it's just like, I think this our lifestyle in America is so damn fast paced. It's
and
like,
individualistic. We don't believe in community, and community and unity is what is going to free us.
Right? Because
I mean, unity is beautiful and all, but
man,
you get tired of the unity shit whenever, like, people can't pull their weight. Because even when it comes to BLUM Entertainment, we've had shit. We started off with like 5-6 people.
True.
Now the main 2 is just me and him. So it's like,
man, yeah, and I feel like,
and
I think what comes
question is, if you have the conversation of purpose beforehand, because if people understand their purpose in their lane and stay in their lane, then it's easier to work with someone else. Because I know what I'm good at. I know what I'm not good at, and I'm not gonna work with somebody who's good at the same things I'm good at. I want somebody who
different perspective,
who has different, is in a different lane than I am, because that's how you're stronger together. But if people, especially in our generation, don't understand purpose, don't understand who they are, they're just out here trying shit. Like, I'm gonna do this is cool, this is trending on TikTok, I'm gonna do this. It's like, that's not for you. Stay
like, in
your lane.
Look, cause literally, like, people be like, y'all should get on TikTok, or y'all should do this, and I'm like, alright, listen, I get that, I really do, but like, let me take my time with it. Cause at the same time though, it's just like, you know what I'm saying, like, I feel like I do try different stuff. I like open up and seeing different things. I've never been afraid of that. That's just the type of person I am. But at the same time though, I've been through enough shit to know, like, okay, yeah, the brakes are finna turn on.
But do you know who you are? Like, in your heart of heart, if you sat down, and do you know who you are?
Absolutely, never questioned it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what your purpose is?
Absolutely never
What's your
questioned.
Purpose?
Man, my purpose here is to motherfucking create an animated world. Simple. Like, my job here on this planet is to,
I think that's a job.
Like, nah, like, to me it's deeper than that. Cause it's like this, like, all our content is all one-sided. You know what I'm saying? In a way.
Why you say that?
Well, I feel like it's like this. as black people, our content is mostly like, you know what I'm saying, reflective of what's going on, right? And there's like a lot of black people who are like me, who are like just nerds, you know what I'm saying, who are just like, you know what I'm saying, who just like
reading and shit.
Reading comic books. Like, man, I love fucking Dragon Ball Z. God dang. Like, I love that shit. Like, that's me. You know what I'm saying?
You was one of them niggas in
school
running like this.
Nah, so I ain't doing all that. Don't do freeze me. Freeze me. Like, cause look, I was cool though. Look, I made that shit look cool. Like,
he will pull up with a Naruto jacket. I ain't gonna cap.
No, Naruto jacket, but I'll make this shit look cool. And I feel like, cause it's like hella niggas, like, they put me on the anime. You see what I'm saying? Like, they're not even, like, there's niggas, I'll be like, how the fuck you know about this shit? And they be like, boy, I been on this shit, but I'm about to put you on. And they'll be like, alright, shit, okay. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, yo, like, we need black animes. You know how many times, like, I be smoking and niggas be like, man, what them niggas with Super Saiyans? So I would
say your purpose is deeper than, it's not one lane, right?
Yeah.
So,
no, obviously.
If your purpose is, you know, to be a creative, is to create, right? But that it doesn't look the same in every season, right? So my purpose is teaching, right? But the way it looks in every season is not always the same. And if I was focused on my purpose is teaching, I need to be in a classroom teaching, then I would miss out on what God has for me, because I would be putting myself in a box. And that's what people don't understand. They think purpose is a job. It's not.
Right. That's what I'm trying to say. That's why it's deeper than that. Cause like, I'll say like, man, ever since I was on this earth, like, I kid you not, I'll be in the car, grandma would listen to old school music, whatever music on, and then I'd look out to the side, and I'll just be like creating like a little character in my mind, and then it wouldn't be doing no crazy shit, it'll just be following me. Like, I draw a little bit. Like, I need to get back into it. Like, honestly, like, I need that's the next step into this, because like, I stopped doing it for a while. Like, honestly, because in high school, like, I drew a whole mural. Like, I remember I got high as fuck one day. I just drew something, freestyle, didn't think, cause that's how I animate. I don't sit there and conceptualize. It just like, I just make it. I just go.
But
it's like freestyling.
Because without vision, the people perish.
That is true. No. That's the thing. Like, I'm different by the season though.
And that's why I was to ask about when you started this. Did you have vision? Did you
yeah.
And say, this is what this is, and this is what I'm good at. This is what you're good at, and this is how we're gonna do it.
Yeah, like, no, honestly, like, we had to. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was
within BLUM Entertainment, yeah, we had to.
Like, we had to, like, really just for ourselves, really just like to make sure, like, you know what I'm saying? Because like, I'm very reflective, so it's just like, and I make music, so it's just like, all my art is just like what's going on in my mental space as far as like what's next and like what's going forward. Because like, I understand, like, you know what I'm saying, like, as black people, we need more examples to go by. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell, I'll be the little nerdy dude. Like, I don't care. I embrace that. Like, that is me. That is actually me. So it's just like, that's the stuff I do. Yeah. And like, and I feel like that's the next step, because like, we have like artists that are doing more like, I'll say, like, it sounds more electric type of music. Well, not more like, I don't know, it's just like a new type of vibe, and I know that's where we're heading towards, and it's like, we might as well, like, you know what I'm saying, move it over to this new light, because like, that's where stuff is heading towards as far as like the creative spaces that, like,
be a trend setter, not a trend follower.
Right.
Because it doesn't matter where it's headed toward. It's headed toward whatever you can come up with in your mind.
And I'm gonna let you know.
So don't follow what the trends are. Don't follow what the culture is. Because the culture is always going to be capitalist, number one. True. So they're going to put profit over people. So that's why I'm not a capitalist, because I don't care about profit. I care about people. So if you know, like, what my vision is and what I want to do and where my morals and my values are at, it doesn't care whatever the wave goes, whatever it's going to turn in your favor, because you believe in you and you invest in you. And that's when you say, like, I'm reflective. The Hebrew word for pray is tefillah, which means to self-reflect and evaluate, but pray in English means to ask or to beg, right? So a lot of the time people say, oh, I be praying, you're just asking and begging, but really it is to self-reflect and evaluate and say, who am I? And how can I be more like God? How can I, do what I've been called to do here on this earth? How can I use my passions, my talents, my gift, my purpose? Your purpose is not for you, it's for others. Who can I bless today? You see what I'm saying? Who can I put on? Who can I help? And I think that, again, because we live in a culture and a society that is very individualistic, very selfish.
Like, I don't want niggas on my shit. Yeah.
I'm trying to be an entrepreneur so I can make 6 figures. Okay, so what are you going to do with these 6 figures? If it's just for you, then... okay, I mean, I guess that's cool.
So you feel like, you feel like it'll be better, like, because you feel like it's better to, like, make money and then use that money to push the generation forward, is what you're saying.
Yes. I feel like money, what is money? It's just a piece of paper, like.
True that.
And so it doesn't.
We've been off the gold standard for a while. I ain't gonna hold it to you.
Like, so money doesn't move me. That's why when that nigga dropped like 3K, it was like, thank you. You see what I'm saying? But like, it don't move me because I'm not a capitalist. I don't care about material things. I can't take them with me. I'm gonna die, and this shirt is still gonna be on this earth, and I'm not, so it don't matter. But if I can have a conversation with a young person that helps them think about themselves in a better way, that's purpose. That's more wealth than
to change minds,
being a millionaire, right? Or even using the capital that I have. Like Flint, Michigan wouldn't still be in a water crisis if I was rich, because you have $1 billion. What are you're just chilling? Like, I don't understand. You see what I'm saying? When there's people who need help. But again, we live in a capitalist society where it's just like, I made this money, it's mine.
All me,
but what are you gonna do with it? It's just sitting in the bank account when there are starving children, there are starving adults, if we're being honest. And even this like narrative of like how Melina, when Trump was in office, was in Africa, like feeding children. I'm like, there are starving black children here.
Yeah, it's like instead of going over there, why don't you step outside?
Like,
go right.
You live in DC. Like, there are hungry niggas
step
in
outside,
DC.
Do a little right. There's a nigga right there. My nigga John, he needs some food.
And a lot of like homeless people, like a high population of homeless people, have mental illness.
True.
So instead of providing mental health care,
I see people get on the train acting wild.
Cause like I don't even.
And mental health care should be valued, whereas this country does not give a fuck. Most jobs, if they give you a healthcare package, mental health care is not covered. They'll give you dental, they'll give you vision, they'll give you medical. You're on your own when it comes to your mental health. But
that's true.
So our country does not value people being mentally stable because, again, they profit when people are not.
Right, because like they set it up for you to either you commit fully to this, or if you don't, we gonna try to like knock you off your center, and then just like, you know what I'm saying. And I be peeping, and then just like, okay, like I get it, but that's not finna move me, because I'm here for a purpose. Like this is here to stand and stay.
And generosity is what breeds
poor,
and I think that people don't understand that. Like, if you want to be richer, more wealthy, start giving.
Like, I'd rather be wealthy than rich, because rich to me is just like just having money. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to
hoarding it.
Yeah, it's like I just got paper on paper on paper. I don't know. I don't want that.
I mean,
like, I spend it to help other people. Like I love going to like art shows and be like, oh, what you do? And, oh my God, like, okay, you do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll buy it. I don't care. Like, I remember I paid $35 for a t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't care. I did not care.
Yeah.
I didn't care. Dude was selling it on his back of his car. I didn't care.
I be seeing like black kids, like on the street and shit. I just give them money, like whatever I have in my purse, like, because they deserve to know that, like, sometimes God will just show up as a black girl walking down the street and give you $10 just because, like, don't want nothing from you, don't know you, but it's generosity, and generosity is contagious. So like,
super contagious.
And I'm always provided for. Like, I haven't been working since April, and my bills have been paid every month. Like. Provided for, because I'm generous, because money doesn't move me. I'm not a capitalist, and it doesn't do much for me. Like,
no, and I think that also plays into like how like relationships go into, because I think like I'll say, like, before me, I would think like, man, I would have to have like a crazy amount of cash, and I just had to have like everything going right for me to even feel right about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was honestly on that, And like I'm glad you said that because like most people most niggas they be like, man, like I be feeling like I gotta like have everything right before me to step out. Cause like we be seeing shit online like, oh, we don't fuck with broke ass niggas, so we like, alright.
But that's facts.
Alright, we be like, oh shit, I'm a broke ass nigga. Hey nigga, load up the 808s real quick. Nigga, give me the codeine, I'ma drink that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like nigga be like, hold on, hey, where the 3.5? I don't smoke no more. You know, I smoke today, goddamn.
Like, you gotta start flexing this shit, like, bro.
Hold on. Like,
I don't think it's that. I think that women need men to be providers, but it's not that I need you to like. I'm a grown ass woman, right? So like, I don't need you to pay my bills, but like, it's provision is not always monetarily. Sometimes you could just provide peace.
Let
you
your
see what I'm
intentions
saying?
be clear.
Right. Sometimes you could just provide a safe space. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes providing is just being there. You see what I'm saying? So like, it's not always about like being stupid rich or whatever, but being able to
she got it now.
provide. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
It's real. It's real.
And we live in this society. Like niggas got normal jobs. You see what I'm saying? I'm not expecting a nigga to like pay my bills. I'm not a city girl. I belong in the house. But I'm not for the streets. Take me inside. like I'm not like no, but. And that's, it's a sense of security, right? Like, niggas have normal ass jobs, but I'm also a grown ass woman and I need to take care of myself.
Nah, because I was feeling, listen, I had to go, like, I had a remote job and I was feeling great about it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I didn't like it because it was just like, man, every 30 seconds I had to be on the phone. If I didn't, I got, Kendall, why you not on the phone? I'm like, bro, it's just been like 50 seconds. Wait, how the fuck you counting? What the fuck? I'd be like, yo. And then like I remember I lost that job. And I was like, all right. And then I went to retail at Forever 21 and man, I was feeling away. I was.
Because you weren't working in your purpose.
Right. But at the same time though, it was just like, it was also like I was learning a lot though. I really was. Cause it was like I was able to actually see what it really was. And I was like, oh, this shit really beautiful. Let me kick back, chill back. It's not that deep. Let me just like, you know what I'm saying? Like now I wash dishes, I be having fun. Like I just, you know what I'm saying? But I know what my purpose is. I know like it's all temporary, you know what I'm saying? Like
here today, gone tomorrow.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm going to be, financially stable and all of those things. Like no lack. Like, God did not call me to a life of poverty. He called me to a life of abundance. So, but it's not
everything
for me.
Be added on to you.
And like that song's like by Kirk Franklin and Majesty. It's like bless me, Lord, just not for me, but so everybody around me can have everything they need. You see what I'm saying? So blessed to be a blessing. Like I don't want to get hella rich so that I could be hella rich. I want to get hella rich so that I could, pop out and just start giving money to like black kids. You see what I'm saying? And not even just money, but resources, building programs, building things that they need. Like
what makes me happy is like seeing an enthusiastic black kid. I'm like, yo, dog, like listen, you can do it. Like you can do it.
Bringing back recreational centers and shit like that where they can, learn how to sew, learn how to, swim.
Can they be trying to make it so hard for niggas to get that shit together? And that shit be wildin'. Like, it be feeling like niggas be trying to move in the right steps, trying to move away from certain shit, and then goddamn, like, the system just be like, nah, you gotta go back. And it's just like, no, like, fuck that shit. It's
true.
Never gonna happen again. You're not gonna go back. And I don't care about anybody saying, like, oh, never say never go back. Fuck that shit. No. Every time I even get near that shit, I feel it. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like,
and that comes with the understanding again of God, of self, and others.
Talk that shit, push that shit away.
Yeah, if you love God, you can learn how to love yourself because again, you're the created thing, right? So you can, when you have appreciation for what created you and how beautiful and amazing and abundant even that he is, you'll start to see that in yourself, and then you can pass on love to others. Like that's why people don't understand how to love each other because they don't love themselves.
That's so true.
And you think you love yourself but you really don't like you.
It's like it's like
and then you expecting me to like you. You don't even like you. You don't like spending time with you.
It's real.
Y'all don't want to be alone, but you want somebody to be with you.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. Like I would sometimes just be like, I'll be working and I just feel down. Like I'll feel down and be like, yo, I'm alone in this motherfucker, and I just be like, you know what, man? Like I be trying to like, you know what I'm saying, find light in that, but like now, recently it's just like something just changed. I was like, yo, like you know what it is. Like, you gotta just, you know what I'm saying. Like, you can't expect to find love if you don't have love within you. And I remember I learned that in high school senior year. I remember that, and like when I started, that's when I really started meditating. Like, I had a journal, writing. Like, like, no, it was just like, awesome. I loved it. I did. So like, man,
they say self-love is the best love, but I would disagree. God's love is the best love because it comes without fault. There's
no boundaries.
Nothing.
It's like
I could do anything, like murder both of you guys right now, and God still love me.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm just saying, but there's.
I love myself.
I won't. I definitely would not. But I'm just saying. But I would still feel some type of way about it. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Right.
Because even that would make me feel some type of way about myself. Like, you know what I mean? So even like, it's God's love, I would say, is the best love, because you only get self-love when you understand God's love for you, regardless of what you do, who you are, who you love.
Because I think like sometimes, like, I'll say, like, even for niggas too, because like now I'm somewhat that way in a way. Like I'll see a female and I'll just genuinely give him a compliment, genuinely, because like I understand, like, okay, oh word, you look cool, you look good, you know what I'm saying, and like,
but that's not normal out here. Like, in Atlanta, I be telling girls they look good and they kind of look at me
like,
it's
like big who you type.
But it's just like, because you don't like you,
right?
You don't think you look good, so when someone tells you that,
it's happened.
And you're like, oh, and it's just like when someone tells me I'm cute, oh, thank you, I know, right?
What?
I did my thing today. The eyebrows was eyebrows.
Cause like, now I'll have somebody be like, oh, like, say something like, oh, you're cute or whatever, and I'll just be like, I'll blush, I'll get into it, then I just be like, I don't know, I don't want to get too excited. You know what I'm saying? I be like it weird, like, I really don't feel like, you know what I'm saying, like, I understand.
I said it with a thank you. You look nice too. Okay, I pick it up. I give him a little compliment back.
Cause sometimes I reflect that shit back, but then it's just like, I don't know. It's just like, and I be like, well, damn, like I guess now it's just like, I'm just gonna be like, hey, I guess that's you. Trying to let you know. All right.
But me, I'm finna turn up.
Okay.
Because I know, and not only that, again, God created me, so how could I ever be less than beautiful?
Absolutely.
Less than that girl.
Absolutely.
And there are ugly people in the world. You see what I'm saying? Like, everybody's not gonna find everybody attractive. But
bless your hearts,
right, sweetheart. Like when the baby's like, we be like, oh, he's so sweet.
Right. It's like, oh, you know what? I ain't gonna say, bless your heart.
Yeah,
bless your heart.
Exactly.
Bless your heart.
So, but still, those people have to learn how to love themselves, because confidence breeds. If you start to feel good, you start to look good. You see what I'm saying? Mm. And if you start to look good, you start to feel good. Because I know, like, there'll be days where it's just like, I'm not feeling like my best, and I'll get dressed up and be like, I remember who I am.
It's all that girl
is back. She's back, and I was messed up for a minute, but I'm back. So it's that. That self-love that comes from understanding that God did not make a mistake when he created you the way he created you, because he gave me these eyebrows.
Ooh,
and no mistakes was made. He gave me this dark ass skin that's perfect, and no mistake was made. Like, but growing up, I didn't always feel that way, because again, I lived in a place that was like hella white, so it was just like always feeling like other than or outside. So even when people did give me compliments like, oh, your skin is so pretty, it's like I didn't really believe that shit.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Because it's just like, you weren't getting called African Booty Scratcher 3 minutes ago. That was me. So like, you weren't being called all these names and stuff. But I think, again, a lot of that comes from systemic racism and not understanding, what it means and how rich it is to be dark skinned. Like, the sun literally feeds my skin, literally.
Man, I ain't gonna hold it to you. Like I was sleeping in the basement and I was away from light, and that shit was fucking with me. I'm back, like, upstairs. Like, I gotta have the windows up. I love the sunlight. Like, that's the thing that just it
feeds you. It's like, melanin food.
Fat
and I grew up in
food
Seattle, and like out there, like, I had to start taking like vitamin D pills, vitamin C pills, because like I was so like messed up because there's no sun.
Most black people don't even know they're vitamin D deficient.
or iron deficient.
Right,
and
right.
that has an effect on your mood and how you
how you perceive
and
stuff.
And even sleepiness. Like, I stay tired because my ass is iron deficient. But, you be tired for you wake up tired, go to sleep tired.
Right.
You don't understand why. And it's because you're tired.
You ever had, like, sleep purgatory? Like, you, like you
sleep
already...
paralysis?
Like, you already slept. I call it sleep purgatory.